What's going on, folks? So you may have noticed that coming up on, let me click the right button here on the screen. Coming up on 5/2, which is May 2nd, which is, looks like on Monday. Which means Sunday night, maybe, once the day goes over, the Hyperdrive Bundle will be 50% off, starting Monday. Question is it worth it to you to buy this thing? First, it definitely is worth it to buy it for $50 if you ever expect to spend money in this game. If you're planning to spend money at all in this game and you think at some point it'll be $50, definitely buy it after the sale starts, the Hyperdrive Bundle. It is worth it for sure then. And is worth it even more the earlier you are in the game. However, as you go further in the game, it is less and less worth it, especially for the $100. But the question is, right now, or sorry, on Monday, is it going to be worth it for you to buy it on 50% off? I can't answer that for you. I can only answer it for myself. Is it worth it for me to buy it when it is 50% off on Monday? So let's think about this here. Here's the Hyperdrive Bundle. Maybe this is old news for you, maybe not, but maybe this is helpful. I have all these characters. So I have all these characters, 7-star, high gear for the ones that are important to have high gear, and I'm not getting it for the characters. I'm at 8.2 million GP. This stuff is old news for me. Ships, same thing. Everybody's all maxed out what needs to be maxed out, or high up, or is, this isn't going to help me. Resources. 20 million isn't going to help me. This will help me a little bit. 2,000 crystals, that's definitely useful. It's maybe worth 15 or 20 bucks. That's just shard shop currency. These two here are going to be like low end gear and shard shop currency. Here's basically 2.5 zetas. That's always useful. You can never have too many zetas. This here is just going to be for low end gear and shard shop currency. Don't need these, don't need these, don't need these. I barely even need omegas. 30 omegas isn't going to make a dent. I have 400 plus omegas just sitting there. Zetas, like I said, are useful. Nothing value here. I got tons of those. This has some value because when they add a new capital ship, I'm going to need those. Otherwise, I'm all maxed out. Except for the Executor, which I don't have at 7 stars yet, so I'll need to use up some of those. No value there for me. No value there for me. Energy is always valuable for everybody, pretty much. And I'll get back to that in a second. Let's look at the gear. 100 of these, 100 of these, for sure there's value there. Still value in these, and these, and these, and these, and these. I mean, no, not those, but there's a good bit of value in these first few ones here. You're never, at least unless you're a whale, you're always going to need Carbantes, you're always going to need stun guns, always going to need stun cuffs. And these two. And certain ones of these you'll always need. Shard shop currency, or I'm sorry, converting to scavenger materials. A lot of these will do that, and especially these ones down here. Right now, the crunch I'm having is for that first scavenger piece, the one that costs all the low-end gear. I'm almost out of all this low-end gear, and that'll be very valuable to me. I don't care about these. There's some of these that are going to be valuable that I have maybe 100 of these sitting around. I have plenty of those. There's a lot of these that I have a lot of, and some of them that I'm always going to need a little bit of, but I'm never like too much of a crunch like I am for the cryotechs up here. So what I'm looking at is that stuff is bonus stuff. It may be enough to put me over the edge a little bit, but what I'm really looking at is these, and then the energy. Now you're thinking the energy, that's only worth a few hundred crystals for each one. Why is that a big deal? Well, right now, I am going to, well, let me show you. I have all the Galactic Legends except for Ray. And I have all of the requirements for all the for Ray except for Resistance Trooper. Now Resistance Trooper just needs to be Relic 5, then I can start accumulating tickets for Ray. That's where that energy is going to come in. I will, if I wait to start, well, I'm going to get him up as soon as possible. But once Monday comes around and I can get a shot of 500 energy to help get Ray faster, that'll be useful to me. Now, another thing to consider. So that energy for Ray, for her tickets, is going to be a bonus. Right now, I have... This is my situation. I am here with Maul, here with Boba Fett, because I don't get the red crates in Conquest, except for the normal, and I don't want to do normal. So, with the hard Conquest, I get maybe 2/3 of the way to the red crates, so I'm not maxed out on these guys. I still need Starkiller, obviously still need Rey. Right now, I'm not worried about Boba Fett too much. I think I will eventually be worried about Boba Fett. I'll slowly farm him with extra Conquest tickets that I have in the store, but right now, I'm definitely farming Maul with the Conquest tickets. And just so happens that there is a... Oh, let me show you right here. This right here. This is probably what's going to put me over the edge to spend the $50. Generally, I mean, I used to spend a good bit of money on this game, and I haven't for a while because I just found the values not there. Having 50% off of the Hyperdrive, one, is going to give me the supplies I need, a lot of them. One, is going to give me a little bit of a boost for Rey, and two, it's going to give me energy I need. This is only one day. This is only one day. I was thinking I would have extra energy I need to farm Maul on these hard fleet battle nodes. But if I can't get the discount for the Hyperdrive until Monday, and this is only for today, this would have put me over the edge to buy it. Now I'm not so sure. Well, I'll think about it. So, if I can only get these Maul shards tomorrow, I'm going to load up on energy as much as I can today and not spend any more ship energy and then use it all up tomorrow. But, so now that ship energy is going to be useful just for the ship gear. So, what am I getting with this? I'm getting nothing here for these characters. Nothing for the ships. I'm getting a lot of useless stuff here, or stuff that I have way too much of that's not going to give me any use. Crystals is always nice. Some gear here, shard shop currency, some Zetas. The ability to slightly increase my Rey farm. Always need Cantina energy because I do need Starkiller. I need to start farming up those characters. The energy is always useful. The gear here, useful. All this extra stuff to be used for scrap for the scavenger, useful. Just the fact that I can get rid of this special offer button, that's useful. Is it worth $50 when I'm at a state where I don't often spend money in the game anymore? Man, if I could use that energy for Maul, if it wasn't lasting just one day. Maybe they planned it that way. Maybe they did. Well, that's where I'm at. We'll see how this goes. Man, I don't know now. I don't know. At this point in the game, with 8.2 million, it's much less value than at the originally it would be. if you're just starting the game, if you're just starting out in the game, and you think you'll spend money, definitely wait till Monday. Definitely get the Hyperdrive Bundle. Although, let me tell you something. I started a free-to-play... Sorry, I started an initial account. Let me rephrase. I started a new account last year around this time when they did the change for the new game experience change, when they gave you Anakin and they gave you Moff Tarkin, or sorry, Moff Gideon, and I think maybe they gave you Dark Trooper. But last year they changed the new game experience, and I went ahead and I started a new account just to see how it was, and I bought the Hyperdrive Bundle for it. The major problem I ran into was credits. I mean, that's a problem initially anyway, but when you have to incorporate all these characters, you suddenly get a burst of all these characters, and you don't have the mods for them. The credit crunch is more extreme in that scenario when you don't have any mods for the characters and you don't have good mods. The credit crunch is major. That when you have a brand new account and the Hyperdrive Bundle. So keep that in mind, because you're going to have all these characters, you need to gear them up, and you need to fill them up with mods, and you don't have the credits to upgrade the mods. And your mod game will be very weak from the beginning. So keep that in mind. If you're starting a new account and thinking about getting this, you're going to have a burst of all these characters and the mods not to fill them, and not enough money to not enough money to equip all the mods you want. So there you have it. There's some things to think about. I have to decide here if I'm going to buy it. I have a few days to think about it. We'll see. Thanks for watching. See you next time.